Hello, Ceaseless Challengers, this is Crimson, and you are watching some Dark Souls. Now pick up where we left off after paying a visit to Gravelord Nito, and praying to him and becoming his Gravelord servant, as you can see, having his nice sword, and we're gonna keep on going to kill him, now that we're a servant. Did I pick up a few Eyes of Death here? Oh, we are. This is used to lure phantoms from other worlds. Only Covenanter can use this item while Hollows cannot. So this is a pretty unique item, of course an online play item. It's used to summon phantoms into someone else's world, and they either have to fight them and kill them, or have to find your soul sign in their world and enter your world and fight you and kill you, which is actually a pretty neat mechanic. As you notice, the ground did collapse beneath me. But we'll check this out a bit. Just finished going down this particular hole before we head back up to our last bonfire to get to the blacksmith. So here is your last mage caster fellow, so that the rest of the skeletons will stay dead. And out, the black knight. This particular one uses an axe, so I hope we'll get lucky here. I'm not wearing, didn't nab any of the special rings for drop rates or anything. But will he drop his axe? No, he didn't. Bad luck for us, I'm afraid. But now we have a skull lantern from killing those guys, which is actually quite neat that he dropped it. That's not the highest percent chance to drop. And there's one nice hit there, but the skull lantern is a very unique item. As you can tell, it doesn't have much stats to it. Not quite sure what it does. Skull lantern of the Catacombs Necromancer. Droops from its long bead locks. This lantern alights the Tomb of the Giants, Nito's light, devouring domain of death. Also serves as fire damage strike weapon. So the important thing that I definitely failed to notice was that it has to be held in your left hand, and you hold it up as a shield. It serves as a light and a striking weapon. Now, if you're like me, on the other hand, and didn't want to use this in your left hand, because that's where you usually put your shield, and put it in your right hand, it doesn't work as a light. So, I had a very bad experience with this item. I am very unhappy about it. It has to be in the left hand to get its lantern effect. Is that not silly? Am I just dumb? Am I dumb? Because I wanted to walk with the lantern and a shield out? Does that make me a bad person? So that Black Knight fellow does like to hang out up here. Oh, I just fell down too, but seems to have wanted to try to kill us. Way down there. And down there, if you can see him running around, are a bunch of Pinwheel fellows. But we're not going to say hi to them just yet. We're going to go back to our bonfire and take a very special shortcut. That is the only way to unlock a certain blacksmith that does chaos and fire weapons, or at least chaos weapons. But this is a very intriguing shortcut to take that I'm going the right way to. Of course I am. I'd never go the wrong way, don't be silly. You're not going to jump off the edge, are you, on your own? Alright, jerks. I'll kill you if you so want. So desire. So from here, it gets a little tricky, but luckily I have a lot of vitality, so I can roll my way down. Again, just try to hug the wall and roll off. And from here you fall down here, and then one more. You can hear him hammering already. Get into this area. And it's cutscene. Oh no, boss! You know, this guy is so metal that he has a metal skeletal beard. Either that or just a dead Cthulhu monster. You know, elder thing, faceless one.
Be gone with you. You'll spoil my focus.
With horrible audio quality. I'm not sure if I intended that, but it sounds like they're afraid of wire. Before I'm going to record his lines. What are you? Losing a wall, my butt. Not losing a wall at all. Whatever. Lie sign of lies. Hey, blacksmith man.
Is that An ember from New London, and a fine ember it be. What do you say? Why not leave it with me? I'll give you a flame to feast your eyes upon.
Sure.
Yes, very well. We'll get these old bones to work.
Even the skeletal blacksmiths are crazy. Again, you can see he does fire chaos. He'll reinforce my stuff. Let's check if we have what we need. We do! We have a demon titanite. Get our great sword upgraded. Yeah! Happy about that. And let's repair all our stuff. It's probably nice and busted. All the abuse we've sent it through. A lot of repairing to do. Don't want anything breaking on us. He also sells homeward bones, titanite shards, and a couple of arrows.
I'm here to smith, not to chit-chat. If that'll be all, then be gone with you. You'll spoil my focus.
He's also a bit of a jerk, because he doesn't care about much other than his blacksmithing, and doesn't want anyone to interrupt on his blacksmithing, so he's quite rude to them. Then he filled coffins, or casket, or sarcophagus, or whatever you want to call these things, with lava, so he can smith better. Don't know why he keeps his water to cool it down, but whatever. No, we'll leave this guy alone. Also, killing him gets you his hammer, which is the only place to get it. But you may not want to kill him until you've decided on if you're going to get some upgrades from him. But you can tell these guys have a long aggro radius, and I don't want to die instantly. Even though it's not that far of a run back, so I'm going to get them to run in here and scatter to pieces when they do. So this is a very tricky area. A very tricky area. Because these guys are big old jerks, and they can attack you from very far away. Or run at you from very far away, aggro onto you from very far away. So you want to be very careful proceeding down here, which is why I recommend against the jump on down strategy that we don't like, to get that item right there. But if you are brave, you could go for the run past them strategy, which is very dangerous, as you cannot block your back. And if these guys get a nice angle on your back, you'll be dead in seconds. But we have a nice fog wall right here. This guy's gonna chase me, dude. You know what? Ah, die through a wall, jerk. Yeah, deal with it. I can attack through fog walls. Alright, so that was indeed a boss fog wall, as you may suspect. Do I want to go with this one? Yeah, I do. Hiya! Plunging attack. So yes, you do have to take fall damage from engaging in this boss fight, which has a nice little scene to it. Lots of books. Did those guys die from book reading? That'd be an okay way to go. Death by book. Not if it was a bad book. You're reading Twilight series and all of a sudden you're like, or 50 Shades of Grey maybe? 50 Shades of Twilight. Let's make that book happen. I wanna do things to people. So this is Pinwheel. What a happy fellow. Likes to duplicate. And shoot fireballs. And be a caster. Against someone with a really large sword. So normally he'll be duplicating several times. And you'll be fighting several clones, trying to guess which one's the real one. But you can just run on up and just smack him dead. Pretty simple, actually. So you notice we got the Rite of Kindling, which allows us to kindle bonfires, jeez, bonfires up to 20. And let's see what mask he dropped for us. Mask of the Father, which we'll show that one off because these masks are actually pretty good. This one, the 3 masks of the Pinwheel Necromancer who stole the power of the Grave Lord and reigns over the catacombs. This mask belonged to the Valiant Father. Raises equipment load, so that took us up to 78 from 74. It's not the most amazing. There are 2 other masks, the Mask of the Mother and the Mask of the Child, which we will likely be purchasing from the special vendor under the bridge. And for now, we're probably going to be wearing this hat. Can we get some gloves on? Let's check. No, not those ones at least. Gauntlets of Thorn. 35, 37s. Yep, we can wear these. Okay, since we're wearing a different hat. I want to get as much poise as possible still. Poise is very good. So the reason we want this, need item, that is indeed very useful. Unless you're people like me who, even though we had the item, we still explored here anyway. Shortcut ahead? I suppose you could go this way. This is how you, well, get back, I guess. But yeah, if you want to proceed backwards, because you don't have the Lord Vessel to teleport out of here, and you progressed here before getting the Lord Vessel, and wasn't able to get past an orange fog wall, this is how you would do it. Put you where all those bone wheels are. After much frustration, I eventually discovered this area. It was a proud moment of mine. Very happy. It also leads to a very special shortcut. This staircase over here, or ladder staircase thing. Well, I guess it's not quite over here. But there's a lot of pathways to take. So, oh, right, the ladder's that way and it drops you down here. Okay, so, let's unequip this so you can tell how dark it really is in this area. And using the sunlight maggot, brightens it up a bit. Quite a bit. The other way to brighten up this area is with the skull lantern. It's honestly about the same lighting effect, but there's a special effect unique to the soul lantern that we'll be getting into. Skull lantern, not a soul lantern. In addition, there's these big guys that can still hop, because why can't all the giant things in the game hop and dodge and probably roll around, fly through the air, jump 30 feet into the sky, be quicker and more agile than the tiniest of things. So there's a lot of these stones that I'd recommend following. Otherwise, you're going to run into guys like him. Now, luckily we stagger with our sword, though they hurt a lot. And there are some special ways to fall to get some items. Hey, we can see Izalith down there with all its lava. You can also hear someone shooting arrows at us. This is very nice. Large, shiny white arrows. Mine's bigger. You have friends. Let's get out of there. Heal up. So he is blocking, in case you're wondering. Of course these guys are all 3 hits. I'm getting 2 off. Oh, I'll get you. Just you wait, you pair you. There we go. So be careful about blocking their heavy swings. They could easily break the guard. And there's some archer fellows off in the distance who'd like to get you. But for some reason you can't see their arrows until they actually fire them. Is that not weird? It's weird to me. But you'll notice that there's an item you can slide off here and get. And just walk right off to where you'd be anyway. And there's patches, but we're not going to say hi to him just yet. Because there's a bonfire right here that you can be stuck at for a very long time because you went down here before you got the Lord Vessel and the orange fog wall went away. Blah blah blah. This game's dumb. Ugh. Stuck down here forever. Ugh. Ugh. Okay, so we got a bonfire, so let's say hi to Patches. Hey Patches. How's things?
Good day. You look reasonably sane. What are you doing in the catacombs? Are you a cleric or something?
Sure.
Yes, I guessed as much. Well, here's a tip. There's a stash of treasure right down that hole. I found it first, but well, you're the cleric, right? I owe you for all that, praying and whatnot. I'll give you first pick. Well, go on. Have a look. It'll shimmer you blind.
I sure trust you, Patches. It's not like you betrayed me twice in a game before this. Let's see what you have for me. Ah. Well, that does look like a lot of shiny loot on dead people. Well, I guess you wanted me to take a closer look. Thanks, Patches. That was awfully kind of you.
You've got what you deserve. You damn clerics. You're worse than maggots. You must be loaded. I'll strip your corpse clean.
Little does he know, I'm no cleric. So here, find a soul, another soul, and another skull lantern. Useful for exploring this area. Notice that it shows these nice shiny paths to follow in the dark that our sunlight maggot doesn't show for some reason. But it's nice to have in your left hand and not your right hand, because you went down here before getting the Lord Vessel. Oh yes, and you're grabbing that spawns these enemies that are some of the most unintimidating enemies in the game. They kind of flop at you. How terrifying is that? So another thing down here that I believe I've triggered should be over here. Yes.
You're no hollow, are you? Thank goodness. Please be careful. There are 2 fleece hollows not far from here. They were once brave knights, my former escorts. Who would let such strong spirits be hollowed so? Heavens, is there nothing at all to be done?
There is, after I kill these. Ow. I actually hurt a bit because I wasn't using my sword to it. Oh well, oh well. I'll save you, lady. Ow. You know, I was making fun of you guys earlier, and now you're slapping me silly. Yes, they didn't. They can't take a joke. They can't. So, if you recognize that lady, we talked to her quite a bit earlier now at the Firelink Shrine, where she had these 2 fellows with her, who are now stabbing us. One of the one who mumbled like I do, and the guy who talked and called me a jerk for talking to the lady. Well, who's gonna be talking to your lady now? He's trying to block with the halberd. Ow, don't kill me. Whoa! Oh god. Okay, they're healing up. I'll heal up too. That miracle is actually a pretty useful PvP one. Don't remember what it's called, but you can just, easily blast people back and abuse your range and do damage. Unparry guys, stab him good. You still alive, guy? You're tenacious. I'm quite shocked at you being alive. So Patches managed to trick all 3 of them somehow and get them kicked down this hole. Ow. There we go. So we can kill this another spinny bone pillar thing and watch it flop all about. You killed your friends, lady.
You banished those 2 hollows, did you? It pains me to think of the trouble my failings have caused. I am certain that both Vince and Nico are grateful to you. Thank you so very much. Here, these belonged to them. You deserve them more than I.
This one spell, that's the heal over time spell, I believe. Replenishment, gradual HP restoration. 1 slot, 2 uses, 16 divinity, faith.
I am certain that both. Thank you.
You're welcome, lady. You shiny lady. Let's get my hat off just to show you how shiny she can be. Nothing there. Walk up to her, she gets all reflective. Put a hat on and just whew, she's like her own sun. Look at her. So you can use your skull lantern. I see some special paths hidden for you. But we've been here before, so we pretty much know where we're going. And that is back up to say hi to Patches. Oh, come on, guy. You know what? I'm just gonna. Oh, hold on. I need my thing. Just gonna take the shortcut because I have the homeward miracle. Am I gonna be dead on a? All right, I bypassed death. I don't want to fight those things because they're all floppy. All right, Patches, you kicked me down a hole.
Blimey. How did you...
You're Australian.
To survive that. Well, no matter. I'll settle this once and for all. You lousy self-righteous cleric.
Thanks for not letting me parry because of dialogue. There, game. So, because I said that I was a cleric, he doesn't like me very much.
What did I ever?
What did you ever do? So if you don't tell him you're a cleric, he will become a vendor for you back at Firelink Shrine. But you won't get your Crescent X that he wields. So dutifully. Actually, is a pretty nice one. Has holy damage and that magic damage on it. DDB scaling off of faith at 18, 12, 16 requirements. Well-used old bronze battle axe with a long hilt and a crescent-shaped blade, one of the best weapons of the Way of the White. The crescent axe is bequeathed to the cleric warriors who have proven their faith, or the people who kill those cleric warriors who have proven their faith. So, alright, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thank you so much for watching. And my hat is off to you.